Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite day trading based live stream. You've got me, of course, now for the next 2 hours. I'm live here on YouTube as we do every single Monday morning and Friday morning, going live 1 hour before market open. Obviously, staying live now until 1 hour after market open. Did I say that right? Whatever. So you got me for 2 hours. We're going to be watching the real-time stock scanner. Obviously, we'll be watching the stocks that are appearing on the scanner here at the same time. JAGX is really light volume. RCT is kind of the stock that we are going to be watching right now, as this is the most recent high. The strategy that we are running is, it should be, make sure I just turned on my Thinkorswim. Yeah, the RSI rate of change strategy is the one that we will be watching as well. Let me get my comments open here. Streamlabs not just do this by default. Good morning. What's up, Dan? How you doing, my friend? Let's make sure this is set up. Someone put my live stream in the Discord. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'm going to tag everyone as well. Grab this. Right back in just a second there, chat. I have to do a little bit of advertising. I'm live now. Come, click, and hang out. At everyone. Alrighty. How we doing, chat? Happy Monday morning. I'm a little hungover. It was Masters weekend. Had a lot of fun yesterday. If I'm a little slow today, we did drink a lot yesterday. Okay, JAGX keeps hitting my scanner. Why? Oh, I see why. Because this very first candle here did actually trade a lot of volume. That's really strange. Apparently 136,000 shares were traded on this candle, which is obviously why it's hitting my scanner, even though the stock didn't move much. This is really light volume stuff. I wouldn't worry too much about it. They did just announce news at 8:30 though. Artificial intelligence platforms could enhance Jaguar Health's development and anticipated blah-de-blah-de-blah. It's another company getting AI in their news. Rock, good morning. How are you, my friend? Happy Monday. Ready to start a fresh new trading week, Green, hopefully, everybody. Alex, hello. Ginger, good morning, good morning. How are we? Yeah, this JAGX thing, let's just get off of this. It's traded heavy volume immediately, which is why it's on the scanner, but it's not like tradable volume. RCT is the hot stock. What is this stock's news? Oh, look, chat. What does it have? It actually has 2 of them. Dollar signs in the news, right? I talk about this a lot, how this is very often, like since I've added the live news to my real-time stock scanner, I've noticed very often the top gainers on the news have this dollar sign in the headline. One of the really nice things of having access to news like this on a scanner like this is you can start to study those trends and recognize those patterns, right? Like you now get to look at the news of the top gainers every day. You can start to learn. Oh, look, here's another one. RECT secures over $10 million, blah, blah, blah. Another one of the top gappers has a dollar sign in the news. Then you could come down here to the search news and you could search for stocks that have dollar sign in the news. 114%, 15%, 21%, 14%. I always find that to be a big thing to look for in news headlines. Now, obviously, once again, as always, doesn't mean that if there's a dollar sign in the news that the stock is definitely going up. No, of course not. It's just a trend in the big moving news that I've noticed. Hair, good morning. Kimbo, hello, good morning. Your scanner put me on IMA at 5:15, sold at 6:20 a minute later, made my yearly in a minute. That's dope, man. Congrats. I love hearing that. RECT hitting the scanner. Okay. RECT trying to turn around. This is a top gapper that started moving up at, just at 8 o'clock, just 30 minutes ago. This looked like a really long chart for some reason. This is the other one we just looked at that has a dollar sign in the news. Here it goes. Yeah, that's awesome, Alex. I love when people buy the scanner and obviously report back that they've, used the scanner to make the money back. That's really fun to hear. Of course, I can't guarantee that'll happen for you or anything, but it's not what I'm saying. Just saying it's fun to hear. Jay Becca, good morning. Hello. We don't need no stinking discount. Everyone that's not already signed up to the scanner should at least go access the free version, right? You still get the top 20 gainers updating multiple times a second for completely free under that QR code. Should at least have that bookmarked and have it up every day until you decide that you want to upgrade to the full scanner. How'd the golf go yesterday? Me playing or me watching? Playing was bad. Watching was fun. As usual. I actually played okay. For my current skill level, I played okay. The stock volume on your scanner is total volume since when? Since today. It's daily volume. Morning, by the way, barbecue. Sorry, chat, my nose is running this morning. How was the weekend with the new pup? Great, except I'm very tired. She sleeps very well during the day and then not at night. And we're trying to flip that schedule, of course. But yeah, she's great. The strategy here on RACT, just to basically break even. I mean, in at 177, out at 181. I guess you can't complain. It's not quite break even. It's a little bit of money, but this is that, you know, we talk about this a lot too, how this is the secondary move of this stock, right? The stock already announced news. You can see from the scanner here that the news actually came out at 8 o'clock. So like that was the, you know, this is the big aggressive bang like to trade. The secondary moves that kind of happen, you know, 30 minutes after the news, typically not ones you're going to get such big of moves on. So you shouldn't be targeting as big of moves. Once again, doesn't mean that stocks never make big secondary moves. No, of course they can. But this is the typical outcome of a secondary move, right? Doesn't quite get to this high, not quite as big of a move. We'll see though. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on it until something more interesting hits the scanner. You have a video that describes your setup per color in the gauge? I talk about it a lot. Actually, yeah. Didn't I just discuss that in my one of my most recent videos? Hold on, let me look. I think in the video that I talked about this strategy in, I talked also about, you know, how I would trade it differently based on what color the small cap gauge is. What strategy? Oh, this one. The video on my channel called I Solved the RSI. This one here. This video goes over the strategy that we're running. And once again, I'm pretty sure I talk about the gauge and how I trade it in there. Morning, Trey in chat. What's up, Eric? Good morning, my friend. How is ya? 719 total long form videos on my channel now. That is a lot of content, boys and girls. RACT trying to curl. It said never say never. If it obviously what you're looking for here is a break of 195 on heavy volume. Shall see. Got it. Good morning. What's up, Jay Bear? It's going wrecked. Mobile app. There's no app for the phone, but it does work on your phone. Like you can visit the web page on your phone and it will work fine, yeah. There's not like an official app, but just what I do is I add the homepage or I add the website to my homepage. That DTS logo right there. I can just click on that and my scanner comes up. So it's not an official app, but it acts just like one. Monday morning live stream. Has it been a week already? Hey, we were just live on Friday too. Friday live streams are fun because you know, like, oh, we're coming right back in 2 days. 3 days? Whatever. Good morning, Trey. What's up, Rick? Good morning. Jose, good morning. Mark, hello, hello. Good morning, guys. Judging by your voice, you had to can you tell? I am both hungover and like I have this nagging, I don't know, phlegm going on. I guess it's allergies. Spring is starting, right? I'm not like sick, but it's, you know, You know the feeling. Congested, I guess, is the feeling. Hello, cow. Good morning, bull. Ay, caramba. 150 viewers already. 10 minutes live. Good morning, everybody. If you guys could hit the like button quickly below the stream, that just helps YouTube know to push this to other beginner traders. Let's try to help them out as well. RECT is trying its 195 here. Obviously, watch price action and volume side by side. You want to see volume, big bullish volume coming above the breakout level, right? Just the price breaking out on its own doesn't mean anything. You want to see this, which is why my strategy was interested in this candle, because this candle went, but it also went on very heavy volume. Relative. How was the first weekend with the new puppy? Great, but sleepless. Great, but I'm very tired this Monday morning. I mean, she's awesome, but you know how puppies are. Not her fault. She's a puppy. Sky Q. This is a stock that's been on the scanner, like on and off for the last like 3 weeks. Sierra Kilo Yankee Quebec is pushing up. This is once again, I mean, this is very much a secondary move. Let's go to the daily on this thing. I mean, there it is. Yeah, Friday was really nice. Multi-day strength on this ticker, just like I mentioned. So that's interesting. It's not often in the land of like low float crap that we're trading. It's not often that you get a multi-day strength runner like Sky Q. So that is interesting. I know they did announce news on the day they started moving. I don't know if I remember what it was. See if we can find it. No, it wasn't that long ago. Oh, it's oil. Sky Quarry stock, oil stock. That's why. What is it? 29 million share floats. Not like, I wouldn't call it micro float, but I would definitely call that low float. It's a low float oil company. I guess that makes sense. Why don't you use the bubble for last price? I just guess I didn't like it. Show last price bubble. Can turn it on. Honestly, I don't know why it was off. I don't know if I have a reason for why it was off. I must have just decided I didn't like it at some point. We can turn it on though. It probably is helpful for the stream. They move with oil, small refinery that produces 5,000 BPD. Oh, barrels per day. I don't know why I had to double think that one, David. It's like BPD. What? Fair enough. I often don't know why I do things. Don't remember why I do things. If I meditate with the golf ball, will it make me better at golf, chat? That's my plan today. 170 viewers. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope you all enjoyed the Masters. What a great Masters it was. You thought Rory was just going to run away with it going into the weekend, and then he blew it up, made it interesting, and still got it done. But at least he made it interesting. Scotty tried his best over the weekend. He caught fire. He'll be upset about how he played Thursday and Friday. Not if he, was just a couple under Thursday and Friday, he would have crushed, but that's the way she goes. Oh, sorry. I'm sitting here talking golf. RCT hit the scanner again. You got a stock kind of grinding its way up here now. Obviously a stock that made a big move on news this morning at 8:15. Oh, wait, what is this news? Oh, yeah. This is the $30 million, and it's Saudi, right? Well, I made a video, I don't know, sometime last week. I made a video going over news, like what is the current hot news and how to keep up with that. Yeah, this one, trade this news only. It's the ability, now that you have access to the scanner, if you're one of the people that have access to the scanner, and you can see this live news, you start to track this kind of stuff, right? You start to pay attention to, hey, what is making stocks move recently? And like I mentioned that, right when I went live, it's very often right now, stocks that have dollar signs in the news. And obviously, paying attention to what's going on in the world, you can see that they're doing something in Saudi Arabia, which is obviously a market mover right now. RACT did get up above that 195 level we talked about earlier. Hit the scanner immediately. Did you guys see that? As soon as this thing broke this 195, boom. The scanner updates multiple times a second. You were alerted at 196. The stock is already trading at 211. As soon as that breakout happened, you were alerted and the stock is already up 8% since. That's the power of the scanner right there. The power of the moving now section of the scanner. Once again, it updates 4 times a second. My scanner does. As soon as the stock makes the breakout, boom, you were on it. You were on it on the penny, right at 196.
RECT.
Here comes the most recent high alert. Didn't you have a video last year recommending running a continuation and reversal at the same time? Yep. I am still a big believer in that. I'm still a big believer in trading both continuation and reversal trading strategies because they both have major downfalls, right? A continuation trading strategy like the one you see on my chart right now is going to have a low win rate. It just is. I win about 35% of the trades I take with this strategy. But the upside and why it's profitable over time is because I also average about a 4-to-1 reward to risk ratio. So obviously the major downside of continuation trading is you do go through cold streaks. I mean, there'll be 8, 9, 10 trades in a row that you lose. That sucks and that hurts the total P&L, right? Whereas reversal trading strategies, you're buying the dips and then selling quick rips after. You're doing the exact opposite. You're targeting a high win rate. But of course, when you target a high win rate, that means your risk to reward suffers. So on reversal trading strategies, I can win 80, 90% of my trades, but I have like a 0.5 sometimes to 1 reward to risk ratio. Sometimes you get smacked when trying to buy dips, right? So when you trade them together, you trade both a low win percentage, high reward ratio trade strategy and a low win percentage, high, whatever the hell I'm trying to say. They help to even each other out. Right? They help to smooth the P&L curve over time. I do a lot of my reversal trading. Most of my reversal trading is in swing trading. Like I have this, I don't actually want to load it right now and mess up my charts, but I have this workspace for reversal swing trading. I think reversal day trading low float stocks obviously is not impossible. Listen, there's a lot of people that make a lot of money doing it, but it doesn't work for me. I'm no good at it. ALLO. Oh, wow. Strategy got a really nice win on this thing when I assume the news came out at 8 o'clock. Yep. When that news came out, the strategy took it from 346 to 428. Very nice. And it's actually back in here at 467. You were first alerted on this stock right when it broke this high at about 455. There you go. Another very nice alert. I didn't see exactly what it was. I believe it was like 455. Already up 6-7% since then. He did the thing. Couple of nice alerts here this morning. Neither one of them are like blowing up, going crazy yet, but you also cannot find yourself to complain about being alerted and then stock pushing up 7% immediately afterwards. 7% is a really nice move, right? ALLO, still trying highs, 492, 494 now. Few movers this morning, going to be interesting after the bell. Yeah, you get some news grinders this morning for sure. What's the news headline here? It's biotech news. Utility analyst from Allogene Therapeutics guided Alpha 3 trial in large B-cell lymphoma. $4.99 now, testing the $5 psychological level. Very nice alert. I'll have to go back and look. I believe the first alert was sub 460. It's up 9% now since then. Just took 200 on Allo. Ginger, congratulations. You just paid for like 4 months of the scanner. There you go. Did your program put you into the RCT trade, and are you still in it? I don't know. Is the strategy still in RCT? But also, no, the strategy is not in RCT. What's the strategy in RECT? No, it didn't take that one either. The strategy right now is in ALLO. But it sounds like you're asking, like, is the strategy taking real money trades for me? No. Strategy codes in Thinkorswim are not capable of placing real money trades. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about, importing my strategies and them messing up your account. They just exist to visualize the entrance and exit conditions within in real time, as well as, to very importantly, probably more importantly, as well as to automate the data gathering process of backtesting. Now, when you're building and testing trading rules, you can do it with code. You can use my rules, and you can find out what works and what doesn't work for you much faster. Using code to backtest takes building a profitable trading strategy from like a month down to a week. Still a lot of work. I will never say that trading magically doesn't become a lot of work, but the tools I sell are built to help speed it up. The strategy did just get out now. So in at 467, out at 483. I think that's like, what's that, like 4%? Yeah, wow, I nailed that. It's like literally 4%. So once again, we didn't get rich, but things are kind of grinders this morning. Any news on the PDT rule change? Aren't they meeting? Is the meeting today or tomorrow? Or soon? I know the SEC has a scheduled meeting to talk about the ruling, to make their ruling on the PDT change from $25,000 down to $2,000. It is tomorrow. Okay, I'll have to make at least a short video on that today. People, obviously, for obvious reasons, people are very interested in that. April 14th. Are you still working on the news section filter? You mean this? It's already here. That you can search and filter by news. I'm gonna find AI or dollar signs or phase news. You can see all the stocks with that news. It's here, if that's what you're talking about. I just overlay the Discord over it for the live streams so people can see what's going on in the Discord. Oh, you mean to filter it by float? No, I've not done that yet. That is something that's on my list. I'll be completely honest with you. I did not open my laptop this weekend. I decided to take a weekend to actually off from coding. So nothing got done this weekend. Get back to work on it today. Is the news from Benzinga? Yes, sir, it is. I use the exact same news as Thinkorswim does. You will notice, you'll see the news here at 8 o'clock on ALLO. Natero highlights positive interim blah blah blah. If I go to their thing here, Natero highlights positive interim blah blah blah. We use the exact same news source that Thinkorswim does. Benzinga Newswire. Yep. I worked in my agent army. I've not gotten into using AI agents at all yet. Maybe I should. I kind of feel like a old person, like not trusting online banking 20 years ago. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't trust agents to be running on my machines. I'm becoming the old guy that doesn't trust new technology. What's the name of the strategy you're using? This is called the RSI rate of change, my friend. It is the most recent strategy that I've uploaded to the website. If you just search, obviously on the search bar on my website, search rate of change, you will find it. Very nice exit on this trade. This is a pretty sick, this is a really pretty trade. You got in on the big breakout candle with big volume. You let it run. You got out on the first sign of weakness, and you were completely right there. Not every trade this strategy takes looks this nice. I'll be very honest with you. This one looks very nice. Now, once again, it's also only a 4% move, but I can't control how fast the stocks move, just the way I trade them, right? RCT is moving up again. Checking. Our top gapper. Okay, yep. Still holding its gains here, trying to grind its way up. You're a little range bound right now, seems. You're kind of waiting to see what happens here. You're waiting to see if 135 breaks or if 115 breaks. Can you speak on different strats for different market conditions? Yeah, I can give examples of how I do it. Now, me telling you this does not mean this is how you should do it, right? The idea of you having access to the small cap gauge is that you get to visualize the current market condition and decide how you want to trade it accordingly, right? Just like with anything else, there's no right or wrong way to do it. But say the small cap gauge is in the red. Say you wake up, you check your phone, it's at like 20%. You can either decide to not trade that day. Hey, the market's not hot. There's not going to be a lot of follow through. It's going to be hard to grind out money. I don't need to try to grind out money. I'm happy with my account size, so I'm just not going to trade today. Now, if you are trying to rapidly grow your account, you probably still need to trade on days like that. But maybe you take less trades. Maybe you size down. Maybe you exit your winners faster.
SKYQ.
SkyQ. Hold on quickly. Right, if the small cap, okay, very nice. This thing is moving back up. Your low float oil ticker here, 1831, first alert. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. If the small cap gauge is in the red, you just understand there is less likelihood of massive follow through, so maybe you exit your winners faster. If it's in the yellow, obviously that's when you trade normally. Hey, the market is kind of maybe you get in and out of trades kind of like you normally would, whatever. Then if the market is green, once again, it's up to you. Maybe you decide to size up. Maybe you're a little bit more aggressive with your entrances. Maybe you let your winners run a little bit longer, right? Instead of selling the first candle to close below the low of previous candle, maybe you sell the first candle that closes below the lowest low out of the last 5 candles, right? Like you give your winners a little bit more room to the downside because you know there's a higher likelihood of continuation. There's like an infinite number of ways you can go about it, but having access to the small cap gauge, being able to visualize the current market conditions so that you can adjust your trading accordingly is very powerful. I honestly think it might be the most powerful part of the scanner. Because as I always say, if you're a constant viewer of my channel, you will be tired of me saying this, but every single trading strategy can be profitable, right? If it's traded within its current working market condition, it will make money. Profitable traders have the ability to adjust their trading and like apply the right strategies based on the market condition, right? That is what profitable trading is. SkyQ continuing its grind up. What was our first alert on this? Like 1831 or something? Or was it 1731? I don't remember when our first alert was on this move. About a 5% move though since the breakout happened. Once again, we're not getting anything shooting to the moon necessarily, but there's some nice grinders going on out there.
BFRG.
There's moves to be had. BFRG, I see. Okay, yeah. It did just go make a new high, and it did just do it on heavy volume, but definitely not consistent enough volume that I would be interested in looking for a trade there yet. Go back to SkyQ. 240 viewers. Good morning, everybody. If you all could hit the like button below the stream, it takes you half a second, and it really does help out. Helps push the stream to other beginner traders. Hopefully get them in here and try to help them out, you know? That's what I'm doing here. We got some stuff going on this morning. Once again, it is a 36% day on the small cap gauge. We're not expecting massive 100% breakouts, and so far we're not getting them. So the small cap gauge has been correct this morning. Maybe it's a time to kind of like we've been doing with the strategy, a time to get in trades. Maybe you're taking some trades, but you're getting out of them quickly. You're not expecting craziness. What are you trading? Stocks or options? I'm an equities guy. I trade equities, so stocks. Have I ever traded options? Yes. Do I still trade options? Not yet. I actually am getting interested in the wheel strategy again. So I don't know how to say it without sounding like a dick, but I made pretty good money in 2022 on Google using the wheel strategy. So during the bear market of 2022, Google was my favorite stock in the market. This was just the one I thought was trading at the best valuation. So when it was down here trading at about $100-ish a share, what I would do is I would sell puts on the stock because I was confident that I wanted to own the stock even if it dipped. And then obviously you make money selling the puts on the way down. And then if you do get filled, you sell calls on the way up. The wheel option strategy. I haven't done that since 2022, but I would be getting interested again if the market continues dipping on this everything going in the Middle East. GoPro must have had 9 o'clock news. This is GoPro, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Any interest in trading futures? No. Nope. No interest. I don't know. I don't sit here and be like, I hate futures. I've never traded them, so I can't really speak to them. But I like my life in equity trading. I don't personally have the need to go after more leverage than what is provided to me by the small cap market, right? Small cap equities, I mean, we've watched it happen multiple times, even this morning on a slower morning. You get, 7, 8, 9, 10% moves in a couple minutes. Those are the kind of moves I'm happy trading. I don't need to target futures or options that can move hundreds of percents every minute. These low float stocks can do that too. They don't as often, of course, but they can do that too. I have a 3K port. I've been having a hard time getting profitable. I'm down 8K overall in 1 year. Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of suggestions for you. The first would be to not trade ever with real money until you've proven in back testing that you have a profitable idea. Most beginner day traders don't put in the work of, oh, wow, SkyQ, another big green candle. This is one we've had our eye on off the scanner, getting another one. Most beginner day traders don't do that, right? They just watch a YouTube video or something and then they go start trading. You need to put in the work of
SKYQ.
Back testing and proving what does work or what doesn't work.
BFRG.
And then you have to trade that exactly. You have to pull the statistics from your back testing of your strategy, and then you have to journal your trades, and you have to ensure that your real money trade journaling statistics are aligning with your back testing statistics. Trading is all data. And with data, you have to work, right? Too many people turn on a stock chart and then think they can feel what a stock is going to do and trade based off that, and they almost always get crushed. There are there are people that can discretionary trade, that can kind of just log in and get feels for how a stock is going to move and be profitable over time. But I'll tell you right now, most people can't. That's really hard. I always say you think you have to be born with the ability to be a discretionary trader. It's a very hard thing to do. Trading systems, on the other hand, are very easy to trade. Now, once again, there's a lot of work that goes into building them, testing them, optimizing them, aligning them with the current market conditions, finding the current market condition, finding the right stocks to trade. All that stuff is, hopefully handled by my stock scanner here. It's why I build tools like this to help, but it doesn't mean that there's still not going to be a lot of work. Trading is a lot of work. At least I didn't give Ross 4K and still lose. I can't speak much. I liked Ross's YouTube videos a lot when I was first learning how to trade. He's actually the first YouTuber I ever watched, Ross Cameron. But I can't speak to any of his paid stuff. I've never paid for his stuff. Ooh. Everything calmed down a little bit. SkyQ got that one big green candle, but okay. Candle over candle. It's trying. When it made a new high on this move.
SKYQ.
Yep, there it is. Most recent high, of course. Does your RSI strategy sell at the opening or close of the candle? Close. 95% of the orders in my strategies occur at the close of the candle. I build my strategy specifically that way because when you build a strategy that way, slippage is really a non-factor. A lot of people worry about slippage in backtesting, and if you are trading a strategy that requires a specific price level to get in and out. Like say you built a strategy that buys breakouts. So your strategy got in at 1878 as soon as it broke this high. Then yes, slippage becomes a big problem because your strategy gets in at a very specific price immediately and you probably won't be able to get that fill. But when you build back-tested strategies around just getting out at the close of a candle, not specific to any price, slippage becomes a non-factor. It doesn't control, how the strategy trades. Sometimes you get better fills in the strategy, sometimes you get worse fills, and I've always found it to pretty much even out. There seems to be more guru than traders. I'm not listen, I say it all the time, and I guess it's how I try to differentiate myself. I don't sell education, right? I don't really believe in, well, I should put it this way. I don't sell trading education. I do have a course on how to code, but that is like a real tangible skill that you will learn in the course. It's not like my trading ideas. I guess I don't believe in selling trading ideas, BFRG. I guess is what I should say. SkyQ did go make a new high. I also see BFRG is continuing. Okay. Couple stocks now grinding their way up. Bravo, Foxtrot, Romeo, Golf. I agree with the guru comments. I don't know like how I'm trying to word it. I will tell you guys everything I know about trading for free. Let's put it that way. What I sell, now yes, I do sell something. I'm not better than those that sell something, but what I sell is like actionable, like real tools, right? Like actual code you can use and an actual scanner you can use, right? I don't sell ideas. I will tell you all my ideas. I look at you as a teacher than a salesman. I mean, I just run, I run a software company. I sell software. I sell tools, Sell tools, not ideas. There's a lot of money to be made, though. A lot of people make a lot of money in, what are they called? Knowledge businesses. Like just selling, just teaching, I guess. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't hate people. I have no problem with people that do it. It's just not how I go about it. BFRG trying to hold this high here at 120 is where the candle peaked on this most recent big green volume candle. SKYQ. Struggling to get over that right now. How to pull or use data to document for charting. I have a couple of videos on that, Sonny. How to backtest, I believe is what I titled one of them. No, that's how to create an algorithm. How to create an algorithm, yes. Oh. I have a video about how I pull the data from strategies in Thinkorswim and how I use that. Like you can right click on this and go into show report. And of course, obviously it will give you all the entrances and exits of what you're currently charting and the strategy you're currently charting. And then you can export that to CSV and then you can, I actually have something on my website that helps a lot with that as well. SkyQ, yes. Strategy is still in this from 1920. No candle has closed below the low of previous candle yet, so the strategy didn't exit. You're getting a nice big green candle, both price action and volume here. Biggest of the day by far on SkyQ. Interesting multi-day runner here. Sierra, Kilo, Yankee, Quebec. This is one that off the free scanner, you would have been alerted on very nicely as well. Because the free scanner does include also this most recent high and the audio alerts. It just does it on a 5-minute delay. Which obviously if you're trying to catch real-time breakouts is pointless. But if you're just trying to be put on what moves are happening, you would have known about SkyQ, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes ago? You still would have known about SkyQ and gotten audio alerted at 19:15 before this move. The free scanner would have still helped a lot here this morning. If you guys aren't already paying for the full scanner, at least scan that QR code or just go straight to my website if you want to. Just head straight to daytradingstrategies.net. At least go take advantage and bookmark the free scanner, right? For completely free, you still get a live updating top 20 gainers list. You still get 5-minute delayed audio alerts. I promise you that people pay $25+ a month for scanners that are worse than what I give away for free. You have a video on how to add your strategies as stocks hit the scanner? What do you mean add your strategy? Your strategy is just always running here. So like in your edit studies modal, you just turn on the strategy. And then yeah, whatever chart you go look at, the strategy will be running on that chart. If you need help like how to get the codes into Thinkorswim, you can look up the how it works page on my site. So let me go back to my website. Oh wait, actually I forgot. I forgot that I put a button right here. You can click on this, see how it works. And there's like a whole like page in here. And there's a video on how the codes work, like how to import the codes. Information on how to get into the Discord. It's a helpful little page I built the other day. Trying to get some questions answered for folks checking out the website for the first time. Guy Q is now dipping really hard. Here's the fun of low floats. You get your rip, you get your dip. Strategy will get out now. Yep. So in at 1920, let it ride all the way up until you get stopped out at $20.30. Once again, you didn't get rich, but I mean another 5% this morning. It's very interesting. We're actually like, I had a conversation with you all like 30 minutes ago about how this strategy loses more than it wins. But when it wins big. That's why the strategy makes money, right? Well, it's kind of been like just the way the stocks are moving this morning, I guess, like almost the opposite. I don't think we've watched the strategy take a loser yet, have we? But it's all like, they're not big wins though either. 4 or 5. I think we had a 7% winner earlier. So kind of like smaller grinders this morning, but can't complain about that. Once again, you know that's the current market condition. You can visualize that from the scanner. You know stocks aren't ripping right now. They aren't flying. So you take your 6-7% and you're happy with the morning, right? And you're confident, you can be confident that you're doing the right thing because the small cap gauge is here. Small cap gauge has your back. Is the strategy free on your website? No. This is not a free strategy. I do have free codes on my website. This is not one of them. But you can go to the website and down to the bottom, I believe. Look at my kids. Cute. Wait, did I leave it in or did I get rid of it? Oh no, here it is. Sorry. Not ready for the full scanner yet? Some free Thinkorswim codes here. So there is some free stuff, just not this one. ATCH, this is a hyper penny stock trading less than 30 cents, but it is moving very nicely. You were first alerted on this on the scanner right when it broke this 26 cents here. It's up 14% since then. Penny stock traders rejoice. Excuse me. My nose is running. My throat is scratchy. I'm sorry. I know I probably sound sick this morning. I'm not sick. It's just allergies and a hangover. Let's be completely honest with one another right now. How do we apply the strategy since Thinkorswim doesn't allow auto buy and sell? What do you mean apply? You just turn it on, right? You turn it on your charts and then you can watch where it gets in and out. You still have to execute the trades, yes. You cannot auto trade in Thinkorswim, that is correct. Which, I don't know. Once again, maybe this is old man me yelling at technology, but I've never really been hyper interested in automated trading. I don't know. It's one of those things I don't trust, I guess. I'd rather have control of my portfolio. I'd rather the strategies like just be showing me where to get in and out rather than doing it for me. I guess I don't have anything against auto trading. You know, I've never done it, so I can't have anything against it. It's never really been something for me. And I can promise you it's something that I will never offer through my website either, because selling strategy codes that that paint custom indicators on your chart is one thing with SEC. There's still a handful of regulations around that, specifically to how I'm allowed to advertise it. A lot of people, including Ross Cameron, have gotten in trouble for the way that they advertise their custom studies. But it is an absolutely entirely different and entirely much more robust set of FINRA, SEC, FTC regulations you have to go through if you start building stuff that auto trades for people. I mean, basically you have to become like a licensed broker almost. That is something that I will never offer. Ow. Excuse me. Documenting your trades and generating statistics. Use a trade journal. I use TraderView. TraderVue is the trade journal I use, Sonny. It's very important that you journal all your trades. I mean, it's required, right? You will never be consistently profitable until you have back-tested statistics that you've taken with thousands of trades that give you statistics that prove the profitability of a strategy.
BFRG.
So let's just do it. Let me just load in. We'll just load in my swing trading workspace here. I have the code. This is my reversal trading strategy on SPY. I have the code running, and I have my custom labels running. This is something else that is available on my website. This is probably the most popular code available on my website because it does all the back testing for you. But you need this, right? You need to know, okay, on SPY over the last, actually I think this is, over the last 30 years, this strategy is 87% win rate, average win of 287, average loss of minus 131, max drawdown of 4%. You need these statistics. And then when you're doing your live trading, you also need to be capturing the same statistics, and you must ensure that the statistics are aligning, right? If your live trading statistics don't align with your back-tested statistics, and the strategy isn't working. And that's how you know if the strategy is working or not. So it's required of you to both backtest and to journal your trades. Got to get everything set back up again. Rates of change and floating P&L. Anyway, off of that fun rant there, ATCH did pull back very hard. Good morning. What's up, Jose? Good morning. How are you, my friend?
DEBS.
Would be nice to send the stock to auto enter into the chart and Thinkorswim. Oh, like from my scanner? You would have to download something, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to create the thing that you have to download that would, because what am I trying to say? When you're coding, like when you're making browser codes, when you're making websites, everything is like locked into the website. I can't pass information from my site like to another application, like to Thinkorswim. You could build something that you download on your computer that could probably do it, but then that becomes a whole thing, and that's not something I ever plan on building. Could you do it yourself? Probably. You could probably build something on your own machine that's like, hey, scrape this website. If ticker hits, then type in here. You could probably do that yourself, but that's not something I'm ever going to provide. But it does, the way I've gotten around it, like the best we could do is that you can click on any of these tickers. So like just left click on DEVS and then Control V and you can paste it in. So like clicking on them copies them. So that's how I try to, allow you to, as fast as possible, get the stocks from the scanner to your Thinkorswim. Our CT is still range bound, by the way. We drew these lines like 20 minutes ago, and look at what it bounced off of. Not that I'm a genius for calling that. I mean, this is a pretty obvious level, but it did react right to that level. Can you provide API? No. I pay $66,000 a year for the data that I use on this scanner. They're not going to allow me to. The data providers I buy from are not going to allow me to allow you free access to the API, free access to the data. If it was free data and if it was my data, sure, I would provide you the API. I wouldn't really care, but it's not my data. I pay a lot of money to get this price action and to get this news sourced from other places. And that's why my scanner is better than any other one you'll find, at least at my price level. Can you go spend a few $1,000s and get a better scanner than mine? Yeah, I would hope so, right? I would hope the few $1,000s scanner would be better than mine, but you're not going to find anything better than mine at the $45 a month price range. You're not going to find anything that updates as fast as mine. Real-time market data is ridiculous money? Yeah. Oh, I pay, so the data I pay is from Massive. It is their algorithm. It's called their fair market value algorithm. And it, for the most part, exactly tracks the price. So you're, for the most part, exactly getting the right price thrown back, and you're getting it exactly at the tick it breaks out. It's very, very good. Like, it does a very good job. But, like, I'm not paying for, like, literal quote data. Literal quote data, you have to go to the... you have to go to the exchanges for. Like, you have to go to NASDAQ, you have to go to CME or whatever the hell it is, and you have to like pay them directly. And that is both very, very expensive, and it's very, very heavily regulated too. Obviously, you are now pulling and you are broadcasting live, real tick quote data from the markets. You know, it's very, very heavily regulated. Very easy way to get yourself in a lot of legal trouble. I've used many of the scanners. Yours is excellent for small caps because of the news integration. Thank you. Love hearing that, David. And another huge news thing is coming soon. I will build it this week. Will I be able to get it working this week? That's another question, because I think this is going to be probably the most complex thing I've coded into this scanner. But Benzinga Squawk is coming soon. I do have access to Benzinga Squawk. I will be the only scanner, once again, at least anywhere near this price range, that has Benzinga Squawk on it. So very soon, when a company announces news, you will have a real-life human being reading out that news via my scanner. So you will get alerted on the news literally in real time, like through an audio alert. Tomorrow's the SEC's decision day for the PDT rule change. Yeah, I need to make a short on that today. That'll be a good video to make. I wonder though, like, so tomorrow is the decision. They're going to make the ruling if they want to lower the PDT from 25,000 down to 2,000. And it sounds like, you can go out there and read, they made a lot of public statements. It sounds like a lot of the SEC, like people that are in the ruling, are in favor of it. Now, who knows how it's going to go? I don't know, but I do wonder, like, okay, say they rule on it tomorrow. Say tomorrow they make the ruling that PDT is going to go to $2,000. You know, still, like, okay, when does that go into effect? Does it go into effect immediately? I kind of doubt it. I'm sure you guys know how these things go normally. It's like, yay, they made the ruling, but like, we have to wait another 8 months, you know. Your scanner works perfect for beginners. That's the goal, man. I always say the good software is complicated in the back end and simple in the front end. Trust me, there's a lot of very compulated? There's a lot of very complex calculations going on in the back end of this scanner. You know, volume calculations, price calculations, float, you know, all the stuff going on in the back end. Did I lose internet? What happened? Am I live? Why did my scanner disconnect? Hold on. Can you guys still hear me? Anyway, what I was saying, oh, it's back. Was that my internet, or did my scanner drop for a second? Oh no, the scanner definitely dropped because everything is showing new again. The scanner dropped because everything's showing new again. Okay, well, that was a good test of my auto restarter. Shout out to the auto restarter. If my scanner, like if the code dies like that, I have a cron job built to check the code every minute. That's why it restarted here. It saw that the code was dead, so it restarted it. That's good. Now, why did it crash? I'm not 100% sure. Let me, I'm going to pull it off the screen real quick and see if I can inspect the console and see what crashed. Let me, it'll be right back in just a second. Oh, I got a bunch of WebSocket errors. Okay.
FFAI.
I'll have to look into why I got WebSocket errors there. Back to the drawing board. No, I mean, it's fine. Listen, it's fine. It's a web-based real-time stock scanner. Sometimes shit's gonna happen. It is pulling in a ridiculous amount of data. Like the conversation we were having before that happened. There's a ridiculous amount of data pulls happening behind the scenes on this scanner. I just do my best to make the front end look simple. When you're pulling that much live data that fast, especially into a browser like this, like it would be nice if it was a standalone application. I could control it a little bit more, but into a browser like this, it's just, there is going to be very, it'll be rare, hopefully, but it just is going to crash like that sometimes. That's the point of the auto restarter, though. That's why the auto restarter is there to catch things like that. So shout out to that. I'm impressed with your low latency. I mean, it's the scanner, the refresh rate on my scanner is every 250 milliseconds. So it updates 4 times a second.
VRAX.
A DDoS attack. Oh no.
RECT. KALA.
Are you working on offering level 2? No. That's another thing that I would have to buy I would have to buy access to literal quote data to be able to pull quote data. Like, obviously, to be able to pull quote data like that, I would need to buy. I don't know how to explain it. It's a thing that's not available in my data provider. Let's put it that way. What programming language do you use? Python. The back end is Python. Front end is just simple HTML. I probably should use something fancier on the front end, but I know how to code in HTML and it works, so why not? And I still built it. There's still ways. It's a little bit more complicated than React, but there's still ways that you can force your CSS to be mobile friendly. Like the scanner, even though it's built in HTML, it still works on your phone too, so that's nice.
SOAR.
Why not Java? Python better. Python better than Java. Java has a lot of memory issues. I don't think it would work very well for an application like this. Thinkorswim is Java based. Do you ever notice that 1, 2, 3 p.m. that your Thinkorswim kind of starts to slow down a little bit and you need to close it and reopen it for it to speed up? That's because Java is collecting all this, it's got memory leaks in Java that are very bad. So the longer you have an application open, the longer it's pulling data, the slower it gets with Java. I don't think it would work well pulling in this amount of data. 50 seconds. What third-party API? My price action is from a company called Massive, and then the news is from Benzinga. 30 seconds. Well, 45 seconds, chat. Let's get the 9:30 market open monster ready. I hope there's one. Oh, I got scared. I didn't see it in the fridge. There's one left in there. 280 viewers. Good morning, everybody. If you're new around here, please hit that like button. I appreciate that. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do go live trading U.S. equities with the real-time stock scanner every single Monday and Friday morning, 1 hour into market open. Sorry, 1 hour before market open. You have me live for another hour. We will be here until 10:30 Eastern. So you have me for the first hour here as well. Here we go. Going into market open, I do hope that the moving now is working as it should be, because we didn't get another example of the moving now since that slight blip in the scanner. Cheers, boys and girls.
SAFX.
Does your scanner provide API access? No.
ALMU.
It's not my data, right? It's not my data, so I can't give you API access to it. I am purchasing the data for the price action and the news from other sources. Okay, is nothing moving or is the scanner wonky? I do have to make sure. It does seem like we might be wonky after that crash. Are we still getting WebSocket errors? No, the WebSocket errors stopped.
RMSG.
Oh no, never mind. It's moving. It just took a second. The stocks out of open, like their first 30 seconds out of open, usually nothing populates because there is a volume check on the back end, right? Stock must trade heavy volume in order to appear on the scanner, so it takes a second for the stocks to trade the right amount of volume for it to be allowed to appear on the scanner. So that's normal behavior. I was just a little extra scared because of that blip we just had. Okay, where are your eyes, chat? If you have access to the scanner, your eyes are here. Your eyes are on the volume of the moving now. You're looking for stocks that hit the moving now, but also do it on decent volume. Like CRCG, 2 million shares is interesting. The issue is that it's into a 44 million share float, so that makes it less interesting, kind of like CUE here. CUE also 2 million shares, but 97 million share float. FUSE, 2.56 million shares. Watching that one, interested. CUE, I still see this I'm not interested in. 910,000 into a 78 million share float. I'm not even interested in looking at that. It's also a $74 stock. I see CUE continuing to hit on good volume, so that is an interesting one. Once again,
RMSG.
Big float though. RMSG, very heavy volume. Okay, this one is interesting. Romeo Mike Sierra Golf, very heavy volume and pushing. See that here from the 112.9 million shares traded on the day. Very nice push as well. That's where your eyes kind of are. Something I will be adding this week, I will be adding a volume filter. So you'll be able to filter by price float, obviously, and then also by volume. That way you kind of don't have to do that eyeball test yourself, right? You can just, hey, only show me stocks that have traded at least 10 million shares on the day. Then then anything that hits here will be interesting
RMSG.
Instead of having to do that little eyeball test. RMSG, very nice. When were we first alerted on this out of open? Like right when it broke $1? I think it's halting.
OPTX.
No, it's definitely halting. Yes. Stock halted at 933.01, so at 938.01, you look for the reopen on RMSG. Everything hitting right now is light volume, not very interested in it. Very nice move and very nice alert, though, on RMSG.
CRDU.
And how did we know? Well, please, I shouldn't ever use the word no. I didn't know it was going to rip, but how did we have a idea that this one had a good chance to rip? Because we saw the very, very heavy volume here in this column. Right? This is one I went to right away because it's traded huge volume on the day. Well, someone remind me, someone holler at me to come back to it at 9:38. We'll watch the reopen. CRCG, I see pretty decent volume into a pretty big float though, so not hella interesting, but can your scanner be honed to options? I don't think it's really useful for options, no. Large cap stocks will hit the scanner. It's not like this scanner is only for small floats. It's just that, large float stocks, the kind of stocks that have options chains, aren't typically volatile enough to hit a scanner like this. JDZG is big volume into micro float.
IDYA.
Juliet, Delta, Zulu, Golf. This is a big volume stock that just hit the moving now, 14.6 million shares, and is getting a really nice push. There's another nice alert for you. Scanner doing well this morning.
OPTX.
Hopefully you guys are all
JDZG.
being able to take advantage of this. Hopefully those of you guys that have already signed up and those of you guys that haven't signed up, at least you're hopefully taking advantage of the free scanner, right? OPTX, I see lighting up. Lighter volume though. Yeah, careful.
IDYA.
I mean, it's trading 100,000 shares a minute. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's also not the best. Oh, crud. What was that last stock? JDZG. What time is it? 3 minutes until the unhalt on whatever that ticker is. RMSG. Only RCT has real news today. This is, once again, we talked about this. This is a company that has news with the dollar sign in the headline, which is very important. IDYA, I see hammering. It's a more expensive stock. Sure. The strategy's done quite well on it. Things you like to see. Let's pay attention to this JDZG though. This is kind of the move I'm watching right now. Obviously, the move I'm most interested in is RMSG once it comes out of its halt here in 2.5 minutes. I'll try your free one. Yeah, the free version of the scanner, you don't get, I mean, listen, you're not going to get a lot of stuff, but you do still get the top 20 gainers today at the same exact refresh rate. And you can still sort it by volume. You can still sort it by float.
SOAR.
It's like I said, people pay $25 a month for scanners that are worse than what I offer for free. And I don't want your credit card. Like, there's no credit card required. It's not like when you sign up to the free scanner, I'm going to charge you in 7 days. Like, it's nothing like that. Where are you seeing when the halt will end? Volatility halts just last 5 minutes. So it's just 5 minutes after the halt time, after its last trade in the time and sales, you check for the reopen. Now, it doesn't always reopen after 5 minutes. So what they're doing right now while it's halted, the price of this ticker is still moving. Just the quotes are moving, you know, not publicly. And so if the current price of the ticker, like if the opening price of the ticker of where the stock is going to open is within the guidelines of a volatility halt, so if it's not trying to open up another 20% or whatever, it will open after 5 minutes. But if it is, so say it is trying to open up here like 130, which would cause another volatility halt, the stock halts for another 5 minutes. I would say like 90% of the time, I just made up that statistic, but I would say like 90% of the time stocks reopen at their first 5 minute check. But if it doesn't, then you wait another 5 minutes. And then if it still doesn't, you wait another 5 minutes. It's kind of, you know, it's rechecking for opening possibilities every 5 minutes. 30 seconds, 25 seconds on the reopen here. Let's just watch this. 9:38:01 is the exact second it will reopen. Got it. Thanks. No problem, my friend. Oh, I see RACT. I'm not going to go to it because I want to watch this, but RACT was a big mover from pre-market, so I'm sure that's interesting. Very heavy volume, of course. AIXI, also heavy volume. Okay, here we go. Reopened. 9:38:01, the stock reopened. It opened flat, but pushing again. Opened flat, but pushing up.
SAFX.
RACT, AIXI, SAFX. I'm interested in all three of these stocks, by the way. They're all trading good volume. I'm just watching RMSG. I want to watch this reopen, but all these stocks hitting the moving now right now, I am interested in. So keep an eye on those and go check out on those as well if you're not in a trade here. Surprisingly, like flat and not really super reactive out of the open.
SOAR.
I kind of expected, you know, you expect more volatility than that out of a stock like this that rips into a volatility halt.
RCT.
Is it going to close below the low of this candle or not? It's right there. Looks like it's not. Okay, the strategy is still in. Strategy is still in from 102. Of course, it like rebought at 117, but that's up to you whether you're going to rebuy or not.
OPTX.
FUSE. This is a previous day runner trading heavy volume.
RCT.
RCT. This is a runner from this morning. This is like one of the top movers from this morning. Keep an eye on these things. I see a lot of interesting stuff hitting the scanner. Scanner's putting you on a lot of interesting moves this morning. Hopefully, those of you signed up for the scanner are taking good advantage of it. Over 5,500 people are signed up to the scanner, which is amazing. Thank you all. 15 seconds left in this candle. RMSG
SAFX.
looks like it keeps flirting with wanting to get stopped out, but not yet. I signed up for the monthly, ready to buy annual. Do I need to cancel the monthly first? So when you buy the annual plan, you'll be able to go into your My Account tab, the little person up in the top right, and you'll be able to see your subscriptions. So after you buy the annual, just go in and cancel your monthly. It takes like 3 mouse clicks in 2 seconds. It's really easy to do.
MVO.
Yeah, you'll be able to see like your 2 subscriptions. Just make sure you cancel the monthly so you're not double paying. And thank you for signing up to the annual plan. Enjoy the lifetime access to the Discord channel. Speaking of, I have not had this reloaded. Sorry. I didn't have my Discord open, so it was just like a frozen image there in the bottom left. I see a lot of other stuff. Like I do see these stocks and I am hearing these alerts. I'm just RMSG is still what I am interested in right now. Just kind of watching to see where the strategy gets out of this thing. Out of its halt, it's basically just gone sideways. Like it's been had its up and downs, but look at these candles. Up wick, down wick, up wick, down wick, up wick, down wick.
OPTX.
It cannot decide what it wants to do. Romeo, Mike, Sierra, Golf. Cannot decide where it wants to go from here.
IDYA.
IDYA, sure. Expensive stock, $36 stock.
ALMU.
You all doing well this morning, chat? I think it's been a good morning of trading. I think it's been a good morning of opportunities. And the small cap gauge has crushed it this morning too. The small cap gauge has told us, hey, there's not going to be a lot of huge follow through. And that has been true today. Even the stocks that are moving, like it's been good trading this strategy, getting out of them relatively quickly because yes, there's moves, but they're not the big booming, damn, I should have held that because it ran another 100% kind of move, you know? RCT is breaking highs. Nice. Okay, the RMSG trade does get out there. Okay. So in at 102, out at 110. Pretty good trade. I do have my, I don't know why.
IDYA.
I don't secondary entrance on this. Oh, I know why. Because when I showed you guys my reversal trading strategy earlier, on my reversal trading strategy, I do set this up to 10 entrances. So that's why there was multiple entrances happening. That's not normally how I trade this strategy. It will paint the bubble again, like this bubble paints when the buy condition is true. Like the buy condition is true here again on this big green candle, but yeah, I wouldn't have re-entered. RCT halted. Okay. Wow, look at this thing. Look at this. We drew these levels like pretty early in pre-market. Reacted, and then check this out. Check out what it did. Fake down, right? Finally broke this down level that it reacted to all morning. Probably stopped everybody out. Everybody and their mother got stopped out here at 113. What's it do after stopping everybody out? Rips up to the upside above the upside level, and now its volatility halted at 139. Of course, right? Of course.
OPTX.
That is the most obvious stop level in the world. So I guess not to be surprised that it was targeted in that way, right? Liquidity was created, liquidity was eaten, and then the stock was moved. Told you guys RCT is gonna rip. You did. Yes, you did, John. Great call. I hope you made a filthy amount of money on it, my friend.
SBEV.
Take your wife on vacation for the rest of the week. That's the best part about trading. I've done that a couple of times. I don't do it a lot. Maybe I should do it more, but like after you have a really good day, you're just like, all right, taking the rest of the week off and taking the family somewhere to an Airbnb. I've done that a couple of times. 5K so far. That's sick. Yeah, that's a nice vacation for the family this weekend, John. Somebody made a ton off that. I'll tell you what, I've never built a strategy around it. Maybe I should, but liquidity traps like that are something that people talk about a lot. Maybe I should look into seeing if I can get a strategy built around targeting something like that. That kind of move, right? That kind of, hey, if there's a support level, when it breaks down, if it can reclaim, break the support level down, reclaim, it's a very interesting move to a lot of people. Thanks to you, very useful scanner. Hey, happy the scanner helped, man. I love hearing when my tools help you all out. That is dope. ALMU. Oh yeah, I do see that on the most recent high in the alerts. Okay. Grinding its way up here, ALMU. It's not like going crazy. It's not lighting up, not volatile enough to hit the moving now, but grinding up for sure. I also usually normally
SBEV.
Sort my top 20 gainers by the last high of day column. So I can see not only what stocks are strong, but of the strong stocks, what are the most interesting moves right now. DKI, I see light volume though. ALMU is grinding up. Yeah, sure. DKI is too light a volume for me to be interested in, but SBEV, this thing is building its volume up. Will Squawk slow down the scanner at all? It shouldn't. It shouldn't. Don't forget your 30% capital gains tax. Short-term capital gains taxes are based on your income, right? So like could be a lot more than 30%.
BBGI.
Have you caught any falling knives in the beginning of your trading journey? Oh, of course, Santo, yeah. That's all I did. That's all I did at the beginning of my trading journey, man.
SBEV.
Hell, I still do it sometimes. I mean, it still happens. It's not like you ever become a perfect trader that never takes losses, but catching falling knives, I should say, I never really catch falling knives anymore because the way I trade, right? At least in day trading. I do swing trade reversals, so sometimes I buy dips that keep dipping, obviously, but the way I day trade, I only buy strength. I'm a big believer in buy high, sell higher. It's just the way I see the market the best. Am I saying that you can't buy dips and make money? No, obviously, of course not. A lot of people make a lot of money buying dips, but buy high, sell higher works best for me. I think buy high, sell higher allows you to maximize your wins and to minimize your losses a lot easier than buying the dips does. Ross owns a house in Puerto Rico. No tax if you live there for 6 months. Whatever. I don't mind paying taxes. Just pay your taxes, move on. Would I rather not pay them? I mean, I guess. Speaking of taxes, my tax man has been very slow this year. I got a new tax guy this year because I started working in a new town. So there's a guy like I can walk to his office. He's been very slow. I've had to extend my taxes because he's too slow on them. I need to find someone that has less clients. I think someone that can pay more attention because I got a lot of shit going on. RCT reopened. Wow. Bro, so gross, this thing. So gross. You have levels. You have support and resistance levels that are very obvious. It support, break down, rip, break out, and then rip straight back down. Yucky, man. That is no good. No good, no fun. CRCG, Charlie Romeo, Charlie Golf. Continuing its grind. Not going crazy, but continuing its grind. The stock hitting highs right now is still SBEV. Well, it was SBEV. Just got a big red candle there as well. Speaking of falling knives, he can hear you. Who? My CPA? Good. I hope he can hear me. Get my shit done faster, bro. No, it's fine. It's fine. They're handling all my extensions for me and stuff. It's just part of life. Part of life when you're dealing with the CPA that has a lot of clients, I guess. Ow. Speaking of falling knives. Still above VWAP, will bounce. We will see, my friend. We will see. BTM grinding its way up to highs. This is a new stock on the top 20 gainers list and pushing into highs now. Light volume though. Oh, actually, never mind. Very, very light volume. I didn't notice how light the volume was. Never mind on BTM. ALLO hit the moving now again. This is a stock that's been moving all morning. Wow, the strategy's done very well on this. I love this buy out of open. This buy out of open is sick. Because look at this. It came down really hard and then got a really, really big green candle. So you still got to buy that green candle because once again, this strategy doesn't care. I don't care about the value of the RSI at all, right? I just care about buying big green candles. I do that by measuring the change in the RSI value on the current candle versus the prior. So even after a big dip, if you get a big green candle, the strategy will still enter. That's a cool trade. This next one not going so well, but that's life. That's trading, brother. I have a friend who's a CPA, March and April. I've never seen someone so stressed. Yeah, of course. This is definitely their busy season. It's my fault too. I should have got with them sooner too. Can't just put the blame on him. I tried to start like getting my taxes done in like February, which is probably too late to start. Do DTS memberships auto renew? Yes. Yep. If you are subscribed and would like to continue accessing the scanner, don't worry. You don't have to do anything. It will auto resubscribe you. Yes. RECT. Wait, isn't this the wow? What is that candle? RECT just ripped into a halt, right? Locking. It's locking into a halt. Wow. A lot of the stocks, well, a lot. I think it's like 3 of them, but the stocks that we were watching in pre-market this morning, getting some rips into halts out of market open. RACT halted at 951.37, so reopen at 956.37 in 5 minutes. We'll keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on this one. RACT halted, been in since 150. Shout out Kairu in the Discord. If I haven't mentioned it yet, this Discord you're seeing in the bottom left is the official daytradingstrategies.net Discord, and you get access to it for free when you sign up to access the scanner. It's just something else you get access to. So for $45 a month, you get a real-time stock scanner that updates 4 times a second, and you get Discord access, and you get access to all the custom codes. Think of like what most people charge just for a trading Discord, right? Most Discords are more than $45 a month. And that's just something else you get tacked on for free with the scanner with my package. Iranian officials are studying abandoning uranium enrichment as U.S. condition for ending the war. Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I'm someone that, you know, I like to think I keep up with current events, at least enough that I understand how they affect the market, because let's be honest, that's what I care about. I don't know what the hell is going on in the Middle East, man. Every day there's like a headline. I'll read one headline that Trump says the war is over, and then the next day he's planning to wipe Iran off the face of the earth. Like, and then Iran says there's a ceasefire, but then they blow up a ship, and then this, that. I can't. The headlines are confusing over there with what's going on. JDZG. Juliet Delta
JDZG.
Zulu Golf pushing up hard. Heaviest volume of the day. Interesting. Very interesting candle here. Biggest candle of the day on the biggest volume of the day. The strategy's going to take it. We'll see. RECT not available on IG index. What is an IG index? What's that mean?
CMCT.
CMCT, new to the top 20 gainers today. Oh, wait. Oh, that was funny. It popped up, and then I guess it dropped off the top 20 gainers, so it disappeared. That's funny. It's like, oh, it's new. Oh, it's gone. Never mind. All right, immediate pullback after the big green candle. Wow, gross. That's happening a lot right now. That's happening a lot right now. The last like 4 kind of big green candles that we've noticed have all been followed by a big red candle. That is the current trend in the larger market right now, is that move. It's important to notice those kinds of things. It's important to note, like, what are stocks doing, right? What are low float stocks doing right now? Does it mean that the next time there's a big green candle, it's definitely going to get red? No, of course not. But patterns tend to repeat themselves,
CMCT.
right? That's no shit, Trey. That's why they're called patterns. But, you know, that's why this is important. That's why understanding the market condition is important, because that's what all traders are doing. All traders, all 300 of you watching this live stream right now, you have all noticed that, right? You have all noticed that big green candle has been followed by big red candle. That makes you less likely to buy a big green candle. That is why the pattern then repeats, right? It's just like why it's so important to keep an eye on the gauge and to be able to track like what the market's doing, because when you get that couple 1,000% mover that wakes up the market, it tends to create larger movers the following days because people are now more willing to chase highs because they saw that stock happen. Shorts are less willing to sell highs because they saw that move happen. So that's why it's important to pay attention to the patterns going on in the larger market. Because, yeah, that trade was gross. I don't mind showing you guys the losers, though. Hey, guess what? I tell you guys all the time, this strategy loses more than it wins. That's actually not been true this morning. It's been a very interesting morning. That actually might be one of the first losers we've watched the strategy take this morning. I think the strategy is like 7-1 or 7-2 or something this morning. But at the same token, it also hasn't caught any huge winners. There just haven't really been any huge winners this morning. Like even the trades that it's taking are relatively small. RACT just opened. RACT just opened out of its halt. Wow, there's a big move out of a halt. That's nice. I used to play halts when I was much like more, when I was taking on much more risk in my day trading, let's put it that way. I would play halts like this.
SAFX.
So when a stock gaps up like this, if it has a decent gap like that, I would have bought this as soon as I could. So maybe I get filled at 250, maybe whatever you get filled. My stop loss becomes this level. So my stop loss becomes 236. And my profit target is really just any bang.
IDYA.
Like as soon as you got that bang above 265, I would have been selling. So it was a very, very quick
SAFX.
in and out halt strategy I used to trade. I traded it for probably 6 months. I was profitable on it. It was a very scary strategy though. Trading that strategy is scary because right out of halts like that is the most volatile time of a ticker, right? Which is nice. It's why you can make money quickly. But as I always say, once again, people that watch my content repeatedly are probably sick of me saying this, but it's important. Volatility is not inherently good, right? Because a stock is volatile is not inherently a good thing. Volatility is a double-edged sword. That's something that's very important for beginner traders to remember. Because what beginner traders love to do is they love to look at these low float stocks. And like, obviously, when you're looking at low float stocks, you spend your days looking at just the ones that rip, right? Those are the ones you're looking at. And you're like, oh my gosh, they're so fun. But like, you have to remember, if a stock can go up that fast, it can also go down that fast. Have you mastered reading the tape level 2? No, I don't care about level 2. I'm not a scalper, right? I'm a day trader. The level 2 is vitally important if you're a scalper, meaning like you get in a trade and like you might get out within like 10 seconds, right? If you're that kind of trader, the level 2 is vital. Because what the level 2 is good at is like giving you an advantage in understanding what the next tick of a stock might be, right? Like if you see a big ask pop up on the level 2, you know like, hey, the next tick of the stock is more likely to be down than it is up. Obviously, does that mean it's always true? No, of course not. But it's something that you need to give yourself that extra advantage in scalping. The way that I trade, like I buy and hold stocks for, this trade was bought 16 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. The level 2 doesn't really matter. I don't care what the next tick of this stock is going to be. You know what I mean? It just depends. Like, it's not that level 2 isn't important. It's just, it's important for if you're scalping. It's not really important for if you're not scalping. Why does RECT say I need a broker? You have to reach out to Thinkorswim, my friend. So click on this customer support, like headphones up here. You have to reach out to them and ask them to allow your account to trade riskier stocks. 6 months ago or whatever it was, they released an agreement that like you have to e-sign. That's basically like, I understand the risks of trading shitty low float stocks and I'm okay with it. Is essentially what the agreement is.
ALLO.
You're the man, Trey. Thanks for your work. I appreciate that, Aiden. Thank you. 270 of you here. Once again, hopefully all of you have at least signed up for the free scanner. Well, you don't even have to sign up. Just go to the free scanner and go bookmark that page. Once you use that scanner, once you, you get to watch the top 20 gainers ticking live and in real time, and maybe you use that to help your trading, and you decide you would like to upgrade to the full scanner, obviously, feel free to do so. For $45 a month, you get access to all of this. I mean, I would never sit here and like guarantee like your return on your investment, but I like to talk about the potential ROI, right?
IDYA.
The potential ROI of a real-time stock scanner like this. Like if you think it's greater than $45 a month, then there you go. A few of the stock, okay. I was gonna say a few of the stocks that we've been watching this morning are still trying to party. ALMU is trying highs.
HXHX.
Oh, what happened to RECT? This was the Halt, right? Faded it off. ALMU, Alpha Lima Mike uniform seems the most interesting right now. Trying its high, but failing at a time.
HXHX.
Hope you're all very well. What's the strategy called? This is my RSI rate of change day trading strategy. If you search for rate of change on the website, you will find the page and the share link. I'm always late. Hello, everyone. What's up, Carries? You still got me for 30 more minutes, my friend. I'm still here for 30 minutes.
IDYA.
Then I'm going to go smash this golf ball into the trees on the first tee, probably. Watching the Masters this weekend got me motivated to go play golf. And then I play nothing like how they play. Ever watch the pros hit a golf ball and like, damn, that must be fun, dude. Being able to hit a 240-yard baby fade 5-iron onto the green. Could you imagine what that feels like? It must feel amazing, bro. I will never know what that feels like. Breaking news, worldwide news. What's it saying? What? What breaking news? The good old Twitch days. Cheers, brother. What's up, Ratchet? Dude, Twitch days were a good time. I'm having fun on these live streams, too. Really, the only thing we're missing is the Power Hour drunk streams. That's the only thing we're missing. Friday afternoons over on Twitch, we used to go live for the last hour of the day and just kind of party. Kind of celebrate the end of the week. And sometimes they would get a little out of hand. Now we just do market open monsters. Oh man. I can only imagine. Must just feel so good to be that good at something, I guess. Athletically. How many monitors have you put your fist through? I've never broken a monitor trading. There was a hole. I'll tell you all this story. There was a hole in my wall of my old house where when I first started trading, one of the accounts that I blew like 3 accounts when I first started trading because, of course, I did. That's the rite of passage, right? But when I blew one, I got mad and I like grabbed. OPTX. There was a pin on my desk. I like grabbed it and threw it. I put like a little hole in the drywall. That was the last account I blew. I actually remember that relatively vividly because I would like look at that hole in the wall and it's like a reminder to trade better and to not get emotional. Like, I feel like it might have helped. I feel like it might have helped me. Excuse me. Bloomberg terminal headline stream isn't the one that shows you breaking news before the news does. Yeah, so the squawk that I'm about to add, the Benzinga squawk, Charlie will read out macro news too, yes. So it won't be only like small float news like this, like the audio news that you're going to have on my scanner. He will also read out like anything going on in the larger market too. Thank you for being transparent with us, Trey. Yeah, I mean, no reason not to be, my friends. Listen, trading is hard. Trading is very hard. I blew a few accounts. I lost money for 2 years. I was a break-even trader for like 3 years after that. Then eventually, I don't even know. I was gonna say like things start to click. It's kind of that things start to click. It's kind of that you learn to not trade based on your emotions. It's kind of that you learn just the systematically what rules work better for other in specific market conditions, etc. It's like the beginner. I think it's a very common like trader's journey. You lose money, you break even for a while, and then you make money. It's like at the beginning, you think you know it all, so you just go in and you try to discretionary trade. You're like drawing lines on charts and trying to trade based off the lines, etc. So of course you lose money, and then you decide. So that is where 90% of traders just quit. Right? The other 10% of us that keep going decide, hey, maybe I should actually make some rules that I follow. Right? So you do. You make some rules and you follow them, and like if you're following rules, like as long as you're following rules to a T, the randomness of the market will probably make you largely break even, right? Even if your rules suck, the randomness of what stocks go up and down will have you nearly break even. It's not a guarantee, of course. Of course, you could still lose money, but that's very common. So like you go from losing money to, hey, I'm going to follow some rules. So you start to get much more break even. Until then, you kind of figure out somewhere along that journey, you start to learn what rules work, when to apply certain strategies in certain market conditions, what kind of news that you should be trading, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The 10,000 things that you learn along the way in this rabbit hole of day trading. The low of the past 5 bars is brilliant. Yeah, that is a fun price action thing that I kind of came up with myself. The both, buying the high or selling the low of the X number of candles back. That is a fun kind of, I'm not going to say I invented the idea, but I did come up with those strategies myself. I was thinking of a way, coding strategies is very fun because you have to find a way to take an idea and plug it into what the computer can understand. So of course the idea is, hey, I want to buy resistance level breakouts and I want to sell support level breakdowns. Well, it's like, okay, then you have to take that idea once again and you have to figure out logically how the computer is going to understand it. So that's how I came up with like creating support and resistance that the computer can understand. Highest high, last X bars, and lowest low, last X bars. 4.2% in pre-market, didn't like much out of open, calling it a day. Peace. Yeah, it's sick, man. A 4% in a day, also 4.2%. Is that a weed joke? 4% in a day is sick. It's a very good day. You should not come into day trading like expecting 100% days. Like, it's rarely, if ever, happens. You can watch a stock fly multiple 100%. It still probably doesn't mean that your strategy is going to capture the whole move. I think beginner traders watch these stocks like fly and they're like, oh my gosh, how do I buy the bottom and sell the top? BRAX still trying to grind up. This thing is, of course, a super penny stock. It's 19 cents. What kind of geek enjoys coding trading stats? This kind of geek. What's up, Andy? Good morning, my friend. I don't know where I fell off. I was becoming profitable. I journal my trades. Think it's holding losers and risk management. Yes, we had this conversation a few live streams ago, Santo, that you were ahead of the crowd because you were journaling your trades. So you understand your weaknesses, right? You journal all your trades. So what you need is a back-tested trading strategy, and you need the statistics of that trading strategy. You need to know its win percentage and its average risk reward and its max drawdown percentage, etc. You need to know what that is across thousands of trades and back testing. That is where code comes in to help you speed up that process 10 times. Then, of course, you need to journal your trades. And in your journal, you should be capturing the same statistics: win percentage, average risk to reward, max drawdown, etc. Because now you have a blueprint, right? Like when you create a profitable backtest, you have statistics that are profitable. Hey, if I can hit these numbers, I will make money. So then you journal your real money trades and it's like, okay, am I aligning with these statistics? If I'm aligning with these statistics, I know I'm doing it right. If I'm not aligning with these statistics, okay, what am I doing wrong, right? Oh, why are my average losers in my real money trading so much bigger than in my backtesting? You figure out why that is. Maybe you're breaking your rules and holding your losers too much. Maybe you're trading the wrong kind of stocks. Maybe this, that, or the other, whatever it is. Then you can start to solve those problems, right? But if you don't, that's why backtesting is like necessary. So many beginner traders like don't backtest. They don't think it's necessary to backtest. And I get it. It's both boring and a lot of busy work. So I get it. Nobody wants to do it. So people make excuses for not doing it. But it's required. I mean, backtesting is required because you must know the statistics that make the strategy profitable, right? You must know what those statistics are. If you don't, you have no idea how your strategy is actually performing, right? You can make money one month just from getting lucky. You can lose money one month doing nothing wrong. You don't know that, once again, unless you have the statistics to compare against. Not a single trade yet. My strat not showing me anything. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, you don't have to trade every day, especially if your strategy doesn't trade every day. That's very good. It's very good to, if your strategy hasn't traded, that you haven't traded. That's a very good thing. Right? Using break-even stop to mitigate my losses. Lost 1.6, but I'm happy. Live the trade another day. As long as you've proven that to be a profitable strategy. That's another thing beginner traders do is they don't backtest, right? No one backtests. Once again, I told you why no one backtests. Because it's boring, monotonous work. And it's a lot of boring, monotonous work. It sucks. Backtesting does suck. That's why everyone makes excuses to not do it. But once again, I like to tell people, man, think of what you're trying to do, right? Think of your goal in day trading. Your goal is to achieve financial freedom via trading the most highly liquid and volatile stocks, like financial instruments in the world. You expect that to be easy? Like you expect to just be able to rock up, watch a couple YouTube videos, download the chart, and attain that? No, this shit is hard. Shit is hard, and it takes a lot of boring, monotonous work. It just does. I mean, you have to be willing to do that to expect to achieve your goals, And that's why, it's why I build the tools I build. The codes help you backtest way, way faster. The scanner helps you put you on the right stocks. It also helps you backtest a lot too by using the time machine, being able to go back in time, etc. So I try to provide tools that help, but you still have to put in the work too. How does one begin to learn how to backtest? I mean, the idea of backtesting is easy, right? Just come up with entrance and exit rules and then find all the scenarios on the types of stocks that you like to trade in which those entry and exit rules were correct. Then you perform the calculations of them. Once again, this is why having the codes and using code in trading is so nice, because I don't have to do that manually. That is like the real boring, monotonous part of backtesting, is having to go find all the entrance conditions, find all the exit conditions, and then perform the calculations. It's like the code takes care of that for you, takes care of the data collection for you, which is super, super nice. I have to go back to I have to reset back up my chart now. Hold on. I need to save this as a workspace so I can easily get it back. Strategy settings, one, yes, this. Okay. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the advice. A lot of these scanner stocks move up days or weeks later. Think of putting together a $10 basket. What do you mean move days later? I show this, I try to show this a lot. The daily charts on 99% of the stocks that hit this that hit this scanner are going to have awful daily charts. They just are. CMCT is disgusting. RMSG is disgusting, right? RECT, like one of the big gainers from today, disgusting daily chart. These are not really names that really should be on your radar for multi-day strength. They all, for the most part, suck, which is a big reason why they're allowed to blast off like this intraday, because they're so heavily shorted. Most of them are, right? A lot of, what creates these big 100% movers is short squeezes. And these low float crappy stocks, when they get the shorts get squeezed out of them, cause this kind of ruckus. Ruckus? That was a weird word to choose to describe a stock move, but we're going with it. Hi, I'm new. What's up, Reverend? I see you in the Discord. If you guys didn't know, this is a relatively new update to the website. Now, even monthly members can join the Discord too. So even if you sign up for just the $45 a month plan, that's perfectly fine. You also get access to the Discord. Now, the annual members still get the massive perk that their Discord access is lifetime. So even if they unsubscribe, whatever, in 12 months, they can still be in the Discord talking. You monthly members, when you cancel if you cancel your subscription, you will lose access to the Discord as well. All this hootenanny. What do we got, chat? It is 10:17. We're past that kind of opening 30 minutes craziness
ALMU.
Right out of gates, but still hopefully some stuff. ALMU, Alpha Lima Mike uniform, pushing to highs here. This got hard rejected earlier at this high, 1550. See how it does this time. Very definitely a resistance level here. Is the Takashi dip strategy effective with the gauge in the yellow? Yeah, probably. Probably. That strategy thrives on volatility. That is a need to find very volatile stocks. So I'm sure the higher the gauge is, the better it does, which is probably true with most strategies too. Does it show me in the trade floor in Discord when I subscribed? Yeah, you should be able to see the trade floor. So when you get signed up to the website, when you have your subscription, you can click on this Discord link in the top. This will take you to the page to get signed up. There'll be two buttons on here. One will be to join the Discord, and next will be to give you your roles. Internet is slow right now. See it? So you hit this button to join the server, and then after you join, another button appears here. You click on that, and it gives you access to the server. That's all you got to do. Once you're logged into the site with the membership, you just click those two buttons, and you're good. Little cool automation I built into the website there. Cool, man. Cool. What do we got? DEVS. ALMU is still trying. And this is very light volume. DEVS. I think we looked at that one earlier. ALMU did grind up through that high level. Why short sell can result in unlimited loss. You can just buy to cover any time, right? Yeah, I don't mind shorting stocks. Especially shorting this really low float stuff, especially if you're holding them overnight, can be very scary because yes, you can get hammered. But shorting crappy big stocks is fun. I made a lot of money shorting Snapchat back in the day. I made a lot of money shorting Novavax back in the day. There was a long time when I was live streaming on Twitch that I let everybody know that this was the worst stock in the stock market when it was trading up here. I think it was more expensive than this. This must have split or something. I could have swore this was a $100 stock. But in here in 2024, 2023, when Novavax was ripping, I was telling everybody this is the worst stock in the stock market. And I was right. I mean, I don't know. It's down 60%. Maybe other stocks have done worse since then, but I guess what I'm trying to get at is I don't mind shorting larger float stuff that's not going to gap up over 100% on you overnight. Like you can go short Nike and be pretty confident that they're not going to go up more than your account balance overnight. Now with this lower float stuff, the small floats, they can definitely go up over 100% overnight. So that is risky. That is scary.
MNTS.
I'm actually a big fan. I've actually really considered, and maybe I will. I've considered like opening another account. I have a handful of brokerage accounts. I've considered opening another one that I like only short in. Because I honestly believe, I haven't tried it yet, so this is just me kind of blowing smoke, but I believe that like finding bad companies is maybe even easier than finding good companies. Like, hey, Snapchat is way too overvalued. Novavax is way too overvalued. Nike 3 years ago was way too overvalued. Block, this was another one that I told people I didn't like. They're called XYZ now or whatever they're called, but this was like way overvalued. What am I looking at? Yeah, when this was trading up here, when it started breaking down, I was telling people this is way too overvalued. I don't know. I think it might just be easier to find stocks that suck than to find stocks that are good. We'll see though. Like I said, that's just me blowing smoke. Don't take my word for that yet because I haven't tried it yet. But it's an idea that I have to try. The issue with shorting is fees, right? Like when you hold shorts overnight, there is, your short interest fee that you have to pay. So even if you might make 10% on a move, it might turn into, hey, you only made 8% after fees, whatever. That's just something else you have to take into consideration when testing shorting. What's the GoPro news? GoPro to explore defense and aerospace market opportunities. What? Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? Camera company to explore defense and aerospace market. Why were they not doing that like immediately? And also like, why is them exploring an opportunity like news that makes the stock go up? Daytradingstrategies.net is exploring an opportunity to get signed by, I don't know, Benzinga. Why is exploring the opportunity making the stock go up? They haven't actually done anything yet. Finding bad companies is easier than finding good companies. I think bad companies like business is cool, but this is actually not a cool part of business. It's the opposite of cool, but every business is like
RMSG.
It's like depreciating, right? Like every business will eventually go to zero. NVIDIA will not be a company eventually. Now, will that be in 5 years or will it be in 100 years? That question you can't answer, but it's like, if businesses stop innovating, like when businesses stop growing, they die over time, right? So it's like you can find these businesses that are no longer growing, that are starting to die. And like if you can get them at good enough, high enough valuations, they tend to continue to die. That tends to be the trend. It's rare that dying companies turn it around. Does it never happen? Once again, as with everything in the stock market, no, obviously sometimes it happens. Look at Carvana, right? This was like one of the craziest stock moves of all time. The stock went down from $350 to $6, and now they're back up to $470. So once again, does it never happen? No, obviously sometimes it happens, but usually when companies are dying, they keep dying. I signed up and got a friend request. Was that you? Nope, not me. Scammer. That is why on the landing page of the website, it tells you when you join, you will likely receive friend requests and direct messages from accounts pretending to be the founder of the server, blah, blah, blah. It's not me. I will not add you on Discord. I will not message you on Discord. If you are being messaged by somebody with my user profile, it is someone trying to scam you. Please do not talk to them. Hertz may do that as well. Same kind of idea, right?
BTM.
Carvana feels like it's priced on vibes rather than valuation. Do you guys know I have this whole market research tool also on the website? This is completely free, by the way. You don't have to be signed up to the website to use this. Let's go look at Carvana. Wow, they got a big earnings jump in December. Big EPS jump. What's their sales saying? Sales curling as well. Interesting that this is a very interesting stock. The price of it like started going up even while sales per share were declining over time. Like look at that price to sales ratio going up, 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 up. But now the sales have turned and it's starting to catch back up. So the market knew something, I guess. This is a very, very like cool and powerful tool, by the way. And once again, this is something that is free on my website, this market research tool. This is certainly something else that you should have bookmarked. Why can't I join the Discord after subscription? You should be able to. Did you click on the Discord logo in the top right? Are you logged into the website? I understand that I'm way behind on emails. I think a lot of you guys have emailed me about the Discord. If you are one of those people, I will be answering emails like starting tonight. For the next couple nights, I'll get caught back up on support emails. I just took some time off to give myself a break during the Masters, but I got to catch back up on everything starting tonight. Between ALLO and ALMU, paid for my yearly scanner. Thank you. That's dope, Eric. That is dope, my friends. I love hearing that. I love when someone gets signed up to the scanner, then like pays for itself immediately. It's like, hey, cool, man. Enjoy the next 12 months for free then, right? It's kind of what it's like. Up 345. Very nice, my friend. Yep. Now you get 364 more days of the scanner that's already paid for itself.
RMSG.
How many people have signed up to the free scanner today? 48 people signed up to the free scanner. Thank you. If you guys haven't already, obviously, go take advantage of that. It's be relatively asinine to not at least take advantage of a free scanner. Like someone's offering you a free stock scanner. Like be relatively asinine to not at least go bookmark that page and use it, you know? RMSG is grinding up. I wasn't able to join the Discord. Have you guys tried lately? When like the first 3 or 4 days after I built that Discord automation, it wasn't working
MNTS.
Quite right. But the last 3 days it has been working. So like if you haven't tried recently, I would go try again.
RMSG.
RMSG, we're on it, grinding its way up. Small account is getting less small. This will be my third profitable month in a row. That's dope. Congrats, Mo. 3 months in a row is a big deal. I mean, that's proof of consistency.
RMSG.
If I leave, can I rejoin?
MNTS.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you leave the Discord, you can rejoin. Why would you leave and rejoin? Boys and girls, 190 of you still here. If you guys aren't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you are already subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that little bell icon next to the subscription button. Get notified next time I go live, which will be on Friday morning. I know I've been talking about it a lot the last 5 minutes, but just once again, as we begin to wrap up here, make sure you go at least go to daytradingstrategies.net. Take advantage of the completely free scanner on my website. Once again, all you need to do is click on this purple button here. It will say free scanner for you. And if you want to sign up to the full scanner, here you go. It's only $45 a month, or less than that if you sign up for the annual plan. You get access to the scanner, the Discord, the codes, all of it.
MNTS.
It's something I would like to call pretty good value. Anyway, boys and girls, 10:30, hour after market open. We've been live for a little over 2 hours now. Going to go ahead and start signing out of the live stream here. What's your Discord name? I will not, if you're being DM'd by someone in Discord, it is not me. I will never message you in Discord. That is someone pretending to be me trying to steal your money. That is why, once again, on the landing page that you come to when you first join the Discord, I tried to warn you of that. All right, y'all. Enjoy. Hopefully you all had a very green morning. It was a very fun stream. We had some fun stuff moving. Once again, I'm very excited for the few weeks that the small cap gauge will be up here in the green. I'm excited to start live streaming during that time. Hasn't really been up here in the green since I built the scanner much. There was like a week that it was, but I'm excited for that to pick back up. For a yellow day though, it wasn't bad. There was some pretty nice movers. Have a great day. You all have a great day too. There will be plenty of YouTube content coming out this week, and then we will be back live on Friday morning, 1 hour before market open. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Go enjoy the nice weather, and